So in this segment, we're going to be talking about the government doing a deal with a company based in a hotel room. So this was I think that's 90 million. Sorry, I confirmed it with my brother earlier, but I'm not good with numbers. But yeah, it's 90 million pounds. Um, so the thing that annoys me about some of these websites is I'm going to go on a bit of a rant here just quickly. Is that the banner ads are so annoying because I can't actually see what's going on. So it does cover parts of the article up, which is really frustrating. So the Department of Health, DHSC, signed two PPE deals worth more than £90 million with a state-backed Chinese firm listed at a hotel room in Beijing. Newly published documents show. So this is a company which has no actual address, right? So you have no real idea of are they actually going to fulfill the contract or not. They are based in a hotel room. They could go. Like, it's going to be very hard for you to track down this person. The heavily redacted contracts have emerged despite Boris Johnson saying that it's all public and it's all there. Some of these contracts haven't even been published yet. Have emerged as the government is accused of signing off secretive big money deals with foreign firms despite having British companies having tendered their service. Matt Hancock's department spent an estimated £9.5 billion on vital PPE equipment during the first wave as it tried to rush supplies to the NHS supply chain, according to Tussle Market Intelligence. The deal struck with Beijing Union Glory Investment Co. Limited, featuring documents which was released last week. The largest amount was £69 million paid for surgical theatre gowns in a contract that began in May 2020. Under the term, 70% of the contract value was to be paid by bank transfer through China Everbright Bank within 3 working days of the deal being struck. The company's address is listed as Room 9401, a Guobin Hotel, number 9, Fuwei Street, Zheshek district. I have no idea if any of those are right pronunciation wise. The closest hotel is the opulent presidential Beijing, also known as the Guobin, which lies in the business district, although the postcode is a few digits different. The Grand Hotel has 486 bedrooms, including the Royal Presidential State Suites, which offer a 24-hour butler service, and 3 executive floors, which boast bespoke facilities, business tools, and complimentary services. Sounds like a nice place to stay in. The suites are billed as offering... Okay, this is not important. A source familiar with the district said the address provided by Beijing Union Glory is the same as the location given on the hotel's website. The presidential did not reply for a request on comment. I don't know what that means. Another contract for gowns which listed the same address was signed off for £26.4 million the previous month. Again, 70% down payment. So both documents are heavily redacted with quantities and unit prices blacked out, making it impossible to ascertain if the orders reflected the value for money for the taxpayer, although the award notices have been included on the government's online register since October. The corresponding documents were only added last week. I wonder why. MP Matt Weston said British companies which repurposed their operations to respond to the pandemic have been dealt a kick in the teeth after being overlooked in favour for contractors that were based mainly in China and Turkey. Some of the products we bought from Turkey weren't up to spec either. Mr. Weston has taken up the case of companies which say they were overlooked for PPE contracts despite spending hundreds of thousands of pounds answering a call to arms during the first wave. The government, we need this country to do more to provide PPE. This country provides more PPE. The Conservative government, actually, we're going to go with foreigners. That their companies aren't, that products might not even be up to spec, that we have no idea who these people really are, and if anything goes wrong, we can't actually do anything about it. Mr. Weston, we just mentioned that. Mr. Weston, who represents Warwick and Leamington, said, I have called for the firms in my constituency and others across the UK that suffered financially after being overlooked for PPE contracts to be reimbursed by the government and prioritised for any future NHS contracts. So basically, we're going to be paying to reimburse these companies and for the PPE that we bought, which was overpriced because of the time we bought it in and the manner in which we bought it in. That's hilarious, if that actually works. The secretive big money deals reached with foreign firms like Beijing Union Glory in China is a kick in the teeth for them. Firms like Context in my constituency have taken a big hit as a result of this betrayal after the government's call to arms. I mean, to be fair, they weren't actually asked to specifically to us to make PPE, but is a bit dodgy. They invested heavily to develop and manufacture PPE here in the UK, expanding manufacturing space and sourcing capital equipment, only to be told at the last minute they would not be successful. It is infuriating to hear about the DHSC signing off contracts which Conservative Party donors, companies with no prior experience, and chums of the Secretary of State with equipment purchased sometimes unusable. And now profiteering middlemen dealing with Turkish and Chinese companies are granted contracts rather than the government sourcing directly from UK companies, which UK employees making high quality products at similar or lower cost. And if it's the case that these products are going to come in, at lower cost, it's going to be interesting to see, if the government gets sued over this again. Allegations of cronyism have repeatedly been denied by the government ministers, which we know isn't true. The NAO, National Audit Office, have said otherwise. The Good Law Project have been calling on the Department of Health to disclose further deals, but you can see kind of how dodgy this is. They're making a deal, in the millions of pounds with a company based in a Chinese hotel room. Like, did they have any idea who the person they were talking to actually was? Like, it could have been anyone. Like, this is just ridiculous. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.